what's up? I am Kat, and today I will be reviewing the items that I got in my first month of Express Style Trial. So this is a clothing rental service where you can rent clothes from the clothing store Express. I do have more videos about it, so I will link to those below, but let's get started for today. And here you are looking at the first item that I got. It was this pair of yellow dress pants. I'm usually a pretty big fan of dress pants from Express, and these were a nice color. I might like something a little brighter, but I think these might be more wearable for a lot of people. I found that they were a little tight. I always find that the rise isn't quite high enough for me in Express pants, so ultimately I tried these on. I thought they were okay, but I did not end up wearing them. So then the next item was this pair of wide leg denim, and these were very fun. They had a very cool retro feel and a really nice dark wash denim. These I did wear. I wore them to work one day. I think they would go with a lot, and so that's really nice. And the price, if you wanted to buy them, because you can buy your rented items, was really good. I didn't end up buying them. I wasn't quite that in love with them, but they were very comfortable throughout the day. I really enjoyed wearing them, and I would highly recommend these or a similar style. And then the next item that I rented was this pair of culottes in this cherry red or almost coral. And I've actually never worn culottes before in my life, and I was very pleasantly surprised. I paired them with heels because I think it's a more flattering silhouette, but they were great. The place where the waistband hit me was really nice, very comfortable. I really enjoyed wearing them all day, and I actually think that I might buy a pair of culottes. I didn't end up buying these because I thought that the fabric was just a little bit too thin for my taste, but I thought they were great, and I would absolutely recommend these as well. They were super fun. So then in my next shipment, the next week, I got this skirt, and it is a high-waisted skirt with sort of a paper bag waist, a tie to go around, and a houndstooth print. And this actually does have a tweed-like texture. I know sometimes it can look textured, but it's actually just printed on, but this actually has some weight to it, and I really appreciated that. So this one is sort of the houndstooth print. This is folded over? Is it supposed to be that way? I don't know. I mean, it's not flattering, so I don't know. Then it has got belt loops, and I did notice in the photo there is meant to be a belt with it, but a belt didn't come with it, so that's kind of sad, but I have a belt, and I assume most people would have a belt, though would you have a belt that goes with this? I guess I'm not sure. So that's a bit of a bummer, but it fits nicely. I like everything about it except it doesn't have a belt, and it's freaking weird. I don't know what this is. I could like place my phone there and just like read. That would lead to long-term back and neck problems. Don't do that. So unfortunately, I did not end up wearing that skirt since it had been damaged in transit. Had it been in good condition with the belt, I think I would have adored it. But anyway, moving on to the next item. I also got this other skirt, also sort of high-waisted, though it is elastic, so you could kind of decide where you want to place it, but also a gathered waist, slightly a paper bag look again. This one came in a larger size than I would usually try on in the store, but I figured it would physically fit on my body. But I don't necessarily love it. I don't love the way that that looks. It's a little, it's just obviously too big in my opinion. It's also not very breathable. Normally I'm a huge fan of Express's faux leather. They do a great job of making it look really nice and not at all plasticky, but this looks kind of plasticky to me. So I don't know if I will end up giving this a try out in the world. But here it is. This is what it looks like. Doing like lots of jerky hand. So ultimately, I did not end up wearing that skirt either. So moving on to the next item, this was a pair of mid-rise black skinny jeans, and they were a true skinny jean in that they were skinny all the way throughout the leg. So almost more like a jean legging potentially. And they were true to Express's fit when they say mid-rise. They hit at that same place. Very stretchy, which is what I would expect from Express stretch denim like that, and nice quality. They are very skinny. They are tight. I'm sure, as usual, yeah, see, I can't even get my hands in my pockets. But despite all of that, they're not uncomfortable by any means. And I actually think they're very cute. I feel like they look nice. They're looking pretty good on the butt. I like these for sure. So that's what they look like. What a shame. I might actually just go drop those in the mailbox right now so that I can get some more. At least you get 3 at a time, you know, like you can really increase your chances of getting something you want. But yeah, I need to get out of these jeans because they're like shortening my lifespan. They're constricting. I'm gonna have like a blood pressure emergency. Great. So yeah, I don't know. I thought the ones last time were a real hit. These ones are a bit of a miss. So we'll see. So I did not end up wearing anything from that shipment. So let's move on to the next shipment. The first item that I got was another pair of jeans. These were a mid-rise skinny as well, but not as much of the jean legging fit, a bit more open throughout the ankle, but still a pretty true skinny. These are very similar to the jeans that I wear day to day that I own from Express. But these I thought were a little bit tighter. The fit felt more narrow in this specific style, which I didn't love. But that I think might just be me comparing it to the ones that I own and prefer. So these I actually think I would highly recommend. They're very cute, they're good quality, they're so stretchy, and they have a very comfortable waistband. But ultimately, I couldn't get over the fact that they were similar to the ones I have, but I didn't like them as much, so I did not end up wearing them. So then my next item was actually another pair of culottes. I was very excited to see that these were on the way to me because I loved the other culottes quite a bit. And I actually thought that I might buy these since they were navy and they would go with so many of my tops. However, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure that they are the exact same pant as the red, they did not fit the same way. I didn't find them to be as comfortable or as flattering, so sadly, I did not end up wearing them. Then the next item that I got was this pair of jeans. They are a high waist with a flare, and they have this interesting button hardware going up the front. Personally, I think these are so cool. Very comfortable, very rock and roll, and honestly, pretty easy to dress down as well for the weekend so that it doesn't look necessarily like you're going out. So I think that these could work for a lot of people, and I did find them to be very comfortable. The wash of the denim as well I thought was really nice. I did not end up wearing them, and I kind of regret it because they really were cool, but I didn't have anywhere to wear them. They wouldn't be appropriate for any place that I work or any place that I go in a work capacity, so I couldn't wear them there. And I didn't really have any social events coming up, which is one of the issues with renting, especially if you don't get to pick your exact items. I got them and I just didn't have any place to wear them, and I wanted to try out some more things rather than holding on to these for potentially a whole other week just to get to wear them. So sadly, I had to let them go. And then the next item that I got was another plaid skirt with the paper bag waist. This one, the plaid is printed on and it is not textured. It was very comfortable, nice quality of the fabric, and it showed up in great condition, so that was nice. This I ultimately did not end up wearing just because my next month of the service was about to renew and I chose not to renew. So when that happens, you have to send back everything before a certain date. And it had just so happened that I had received these very, very close to that date. So there was no turnaround time. Essentially, I had to send them back immediately. So I would have worn it if it weren't for that, but ultimately I did not end up getting to wear it. And next up, I got one of these Strappy camis. Express has a lot of these. They roll them out every season in different patterns, but I've actually never worn one, so this was a good opportunity to do so. I loved this print. It's a maroon with the white trellis sort of cordifoil print on it, and it was really nice. I wore it one time out shopping just with some jeans, and it was very comfortable, really nice, flattering. I would highly recommend. And then the last item that I got was this Ponte top. It's black with small white polka dots and this tie around the waist. It's sort of a square t-shirt cut and is a little bit cropped in my opinion. It's a very comfortable flat fabric, very flattering, but these ties on the side I thought weren't the most flattering, and they're just attached there, which I thought was kind of weird. So I tried tying them in the back. Didn't love that either, obviously. And then the cropped nature of the top made it too short for me. So I didn't think it was the most flattering, but on someone with a different body type from mine, it might look really amazing. So if you like that kind of cut, it's a really nice quality and a good version of that top. So those were all the items that I got this month. Ultimately, it was a good number of items for the amount of time, but as you could tell, I did not end up wearing all of them. So had I worn them, I would have gotten considerably less items, but perhaps more use out of the service overall. I'm going to talk about that and more of my honest opinions about the service in one of my next videos. So be sure to subscribe if you have not already. Hit that bell icon so that YouTube tells you when that video is up. And that way, if you are currently subscribed to the service, or if you're thinking about signing up, you can learn from my mistakes and my successes to get the best possible experience out of the service that you can. So thanks so much for watching today, and we will see you next week. Bye. And if you like the shoes that I was wearing in this video, please come over and check out my boutique at www.shoppointeboutique.com. We are also on Poshmark at Point Boutique, spelled the same way with the E. So come over and say hi. Have a nice day.